My mother kicked me out at 19 to make room for her new boyfriend's criminal nephew. It was 11:47 p.m. on a Tuesday when she shoved 2 garbage bags into my arms and gave me 30 minutes to pack my life. 3 years later, my company hit a $2.3 million valuation and she suddenly missed me. I just graduated valedictorian and earned a full ride to a technical college. I kept a 3.8 gigapascals while working nights to help cover rent. For years, it was just me and her, until her boyfriend moved in with his 17-year-old nephew, Aiden. Aiden had arrests, charges, and a rotating cast of shady friends. My stuff went missing. My quiet corner to study became a revolving door. When I complained, Mom snapped, "He's family now. Family supports family." Looking back, that was my first clue I was being replaced, not supported. 3 weeks before graduation, I went into her dresser for my birth certificate. Under old bills were acceptance letters and scholarship awards I'd never seen, including a $47,300 full ride. I took photos, put everything back, and asked that night, "Any college mail come for me?" She didn't look away from the TV. "Just junk. I kept wondering how you decide your kid's future is trash. When I laid the letters on the kitchen table, her face flickered. Confusion, anger, then calculation. "You wouldn't have made it," she said. "College is wasted on people who don't understand the real world. You stole my future. I protected you from disappointment." Then she pointed toward the living room where Aiden was gaming. "He has drive. You just follow rules." That's when I realized this wasn't about Aiden's potential. It was about keeping her boyfriend happy. She ended it with 2 sentences. "Aiden needs your room. Figure it out. You're 19. So I left with my life in trash bags. The first month alone was survival math. I slept in my car and rotated parking lots. I spent days in the library for heat and Wi-Fi, listening to fluorescent lights buzz overhead. Then my payment slipped, and one afternoon I walked outside to an empty curb. My car had been towed while I was inside, pretending I still had options. After that, it was shelters and diners and learning how fast you can pack your existence. The worst part was seeing my mom post family photos with Aiden in my old room, smiling like the missing piece had been removed. Mrs. Carson, my guidance counselor, found me studying at the public library. "Ethan, what are you doing here?" I told her everything. She offered her couch for a month and a quiet place to reset. For the first time in weeks, I slept without clenching my jaw. I worked nights, went to community college, and picked up warehouse logistics. Packlight started as sketches on napkins, lightweight, durable storage built for people in transition, because I'd learned garbage bags aren't moving supplies, they're surrender. The business grew slow and real. Orders, repeat customers. A regional business journal ran a piece about my story, and a week later, Mrs. Carson texted me that my mother called asking for my number. Only when success was visible did she remember I existed. I blocked her boyfriend, and Aiden to keep the perimeter clean. 6 weeks later, I spoke on an entrepreneurship panel downtown. Halfway through, I saw my mom in the 3rd row with her boyfriend beside her, smiling like she'd been invited. I couldn't tell if she wanted forgiveness or a shortcut. After the panel, she stormed up, voice too loud. "Ethan, sweetheart, I'm so proud of you. I always knew you had potential." Then she reached for my arm. Next, I stepped back and kept my hands visible. Then I said, "You kicked me out at 19. After that, I said, "You hid my scholarship letters." Next, the chatter around us died. Then her boyfriend's face tightened like he'd missed a chapter. After that, my mom's smile cracked and stayed cracked. Next, I said, "You found me when my company made the news." She tried to cry her way into a rewrite. "But I'm your mother. We're family." "No," I said. "Family doesn't steal your future and call it protection." Her boyfriend cut in. "She wants to make things right. She wants access," I said. "There's a difference." I looked at my mother and kept my voice calm. "I was your son," I said. "Now I'm just someone you used to know." Then I turned back to the student waiting beside me. "Sorry, what was your question?" My mother stood there with witnesses and finally walked away. She mailed a long letter later. I didn't answer, not out of cruelty, but because it was done. It sounds cold, but it's simple. People who replace you don't get to reclaim you once you've built a life they can't control, and I kept building.